Lovely. So, Will Travis, L. Willie, welcome to England. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Right, so I want to talk about your new release coming out on Cannonball Soul, but first I'd like to talk that it was an early release. You formed it, you recorded it back in 1976
Right.
as part of the Drifters backing band, didn't you?
Okay, well, see, we had a singing group in high school, right? And after we graduated, me, my brother, and our friend Lawrence Bird, and we graduated. When we graduated, we found out we couldn't afford to pay no band to play behind the singing group, so the singing group turned into a band. We taught ourselves how to play. I played saxophone, my brother played bass, and Bird played guitar.
Right.
So we started a group called The Soul Enterprise.
All right.
And this guy, Carl Knighton, was playing with the Drifters, so he wanted, they needed a bass player, so they sent for my brother. Then they needed a guitar player, then they sent for Bird. Then they needed a sax player, then they sent for me. We was with them for about 4 years, and then we was right around the gas shortage time. We was getting stuck in mountains and in North Carolina, so we left that band because we was tired of. Plus, we was out there for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
About 4 years. So we came home and said we was gonna let's make a record. We ran into this guy named Chet Davenport.
Because he got his own label, hadn't he?
Yes, he had a label called Toholt Productions.
All right.
And he took us and he said he wanted to record us, so I came up with a song called Shardarp, and that was the end of that.
And it's really great stuff. It came out as a B-side as well, didn't it?
Yes, it had a B-side. I Wish I Had a Girl Like Me.
Yeah.
Which I have that on my new CD, on my CD that I have out now.
All right. And that, what's that CD called? Is that Game Changer?
It's called The Game Changer 2.
Right, we'll talk about that in just a moment. You left the Drifters and formed your own band called Noboys Children.
Nobody's Children was the name of the Drifters band. That was the name of the band. My brother playing bass, Bird playing guitar, I was playing sax, and Carl Knight playing trumpet. Then they had a drummer that they already had. So when we left, we just kept the name because they got a whole nother band and changed outfits. So
Absolutely.
we kept the name.
And then you bumped into Eddie Cornelius, and he persuaded you to join the Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose.
Okay, well, what happened with that? The Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose, they needed a band to play. They was from Fort Lauderdale, and we from West Palm Beach.
Okay.
And then their manager, Harold Thomas, at that particular time, was also managing the Drifters, the Tams, the chairman of the boards. So he was managing basically everybody. So they needed a band at first, so our band tried out for them. It didn't work out. So Harold called me back later and asked me did I want to sing with the group. He had a group called the Flamingos, a doo-wop group. I Only Have Eyes for You, but that music was a little too old for me. I was like 20, and I didn't want to be in no doo-wop group.
No.
So I sung with them about 9 months, and Eddie Cornelius, he said Eddie needed a backup singer. And I joined Ady Cornelius' group, the Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose. We had songs out Too Late to Turn Back Now and Treat Her Like a Lady. It was big hits.
Yeah.
And I stayed with them for about 13 years.
Oh, right. Yeah, because you also looked after the arrangement of the band and also the choreography, didn't you?
Oh, when I was with Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose, I thought I was going to have one job. I ended up being the band leader, the band director, the choreographer for the group, and the background singer. But the money was nice because I was getting paid for each hat that I wore.
Oh, fantastic. So much the better. So much the better. So what happened after Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose? You went on your own again, didn't you?
What happened in 1986, Eddie Cornelius said, I'm just going to get off the road for a while. I thought he was playing, right? He got off the road. We got off the road, and so he said, well, I'm going to do this a little while longer, then I'm going to get off. But he just stopped singing, period. And he started preaching. He's a preacher now. He stays in Woodstock, Georgia, up there near Atlanta. So then I said, well, okay, I put me a group together. I had a one-man band called L. Willie. Learned how to play keyboards, and from 86 on, from 86 to 87, and nightclubs and stuff. So I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and wrote a song for this guy named Theodis Ely called "Stand Up In It." It was a big hit. And from then I just started making my own CDs.
Good stuff. And you've been doing that ever since. I think. How many how many have you released? Is it 15?
How many CDs? I have 6. I have made 16 CDs from starting at the year of 2001.
Crikey.
Yep. I put out a CD every month.
Yeah.
I mean every year. I'm sorry. Then last year I put out 2 in the same year.
Fantastic. You're busy. And where can people get these CDs from? They
can go to
have
CD
your own
Baby,
website?
Of course.
Sorry, carry on.
Yes, sir.
Do you have your own website, or is it CD Baby?
Yes, I do have my own website. My website is elwillie3000. That's ELWILLIE 3000.
Good stuff. And also available on cdbaby.com.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. That's a really good outlet for bands, isn't it? CD Baby.
Since most bands are, most of them are independent anyway, and CD Baby has a long reach. They're not just in one place. CD Baby is everywhere.
That's right. And you've got a lovely southern soul style about you as well, so that's really attractive at the moment. And talking about attractive, I mean, what do you think about the European interest in the sort of music that you're making?
Man, when this thing all happened funny because, like you said, we had the song Shardarp, and it was out 76 long years ago, and this brother named Yan.
Oh, Jan Batiste. I know Jan rather well, yeah. I was with him on Sunday.
It was strange because, when I was playing, I was putting a CD together, and I'm like, man, I'm getting kind of tired of this because I'm working by myself. Everything I do, I'm doing by myself. I'm doing arrangements, the writing, the producing, everything. And that get kind of tired after a while. And so my brother called me and said, man, this guy trying to get in touch with you about Shardarp. And that's when I said, give him my number. And he called me, and he said he had been looking for that. He heard that song, I think, somewhere in Spain.
All right.
And he called, and he said he been trying to find it. And did I have it? I said, no, I don't have it. We kept talking. He said, well, why don't you, I got a partner up here at Cannonball Records, why don't you re-record the song?
Yeah.
Man, it was a fight because I didn't think I could sing all them words, put all the words together because my style is not the same way. And he introduced me to Alberto, and I got to tell you, those were one of the two best things that happened to me in my life.
Right.
Because those guys are so nice, and they're strictly business. Now, I did shut up about maybe 12 or 13 times with different arrangements and different vocal arrangements. They said, no, that ain't it. I said, that ain't it. And I said, man, well, I can't do it. Yeah, so you can do it, man. So one night I got up about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I said that, forget the band, I'm just going to do it just like this and try to send it back. And when I sent it back to him, the rest of it was history, man.
Brilliant, yeah. I mean, it's. The original version was nice, but the version that's come out now, Shardarp II on Cannonball Records, that is really right for this time, and it's selling like hotcakes. It's getting played on the scene. I was out with Alberto and Jan on Sunday in Nottingham, and there's an awful lot of take up for that track. So congratulations.
Thank you very much, and all to be honest with you. Most of the credit have to go to Yan and Alberto because I was not feeling that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he stuck with me, and then after I finished, I understood what he was saying because the way that I'm singing this song is different from the way that, everything has nothing is really original. Everything is a spin-off of something else.
Yeah.
But the way that I was singing it back then, it was hard I didn't hear too many people putting all those words together like that, and I think that's what attracted their attention. But they stuck with me until I got it back to that, because evidently they knew what was working and I didn't,
Yeah. Look,
I got to give a lot of credit to Yan and Alberto for real.
No, they're both lovely, lovely people and very knowledgeable. They know what they want and they know how to make a good product. Have you got anything else in the pipeline to come through Cannonball? Are you doing any more work with them in the future?
Alberto said, and this is the good part about it, was because Alberto is him and myself is really totally just alike, because we know what we want. We not gonna budge, but at the same time, if we see some, he see that I was really working hard, and they kind of adopted me. I just put it to you like that, and because I was only supposed to do one song, and they got in touch with me and said, well, that song, they liked it so much, and I had such a positive personality that they wanted to do a 5 or 6 more song deal with me, and that was definitely a blessing, because these guys, they know what they're doing, and the band that Alberto's band that he have in that studio, those guys know how to play.
Lovely, lovely. Well, I can only wish you the best of luck with the forthcoming releases then, and the work that you're going to be doing with Alberto and Cannonball Records, because if Shardarp II is anything to go by, it's going to be warmly received.
I really appreciate it, man, and I appreciate you even taking your time out to be interested in what I'm doing, because like I say, I'm so used to doing everything by myself, and it's a really good feeling to have people to reach out that you don't even know and offer you some help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good feeling. You didn't have to call me. You didn't have to get in touch with me, and that was a blessing. So, I was more than delighted that you did, man, and I really appreciate you.
Anytime. All I can say is you keep making it, I'll keep playing it. Fantastic. So, Willie, it's been really nice talking to you. Thank you very much for giving up your time on this sunny day, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Wishing you all the very best for the future. Just one more time, give me your web address and your CD baby.
My website is elwillie3000. That's ELWILLIE 3000. And if you go to CD Baby, just type in El Willie. That's EL''WILLIE. And I have about 13 CDs on CD Baby.
Fantastic. And also, of course, Shardarp II and future releases coming out on cannonballsoul.com. Willie, thanks so much once again, and enjoy the rest of your day.
And thank you very much. And I also would like to say thank you, Alberto and Brother Yan. You guys been great.